Hi guys, Liquid 22 Sports. How we doing today? Let's talk basketball. Today's topic, a forgotten legend. Somebody who I feel is so underappreciated and what he was able to do for the game of basketball in the NBA. We're going to lead into our discussion by asking this question. Top 10 players, all time, NBA. Take a moment. Think about your list. Okay. All right. Well, for me, first guy on that list, Michael Jordan. Many would agree with that. But some argue, more than a few, it should be LeBron James. Now, I don't agree with that. I don't think LeBron's number one on the list. I don't think LeBron's number two. But I'm not going to take anything away from LeBron, because LeBron has definitely overachieved in what he's been able to accomplish since he first stepped on to the court, NBA, at the age of 18. I'm not taking away anything from LeBron James. But when talking about LeBron, we've got to ask the question, who did he lose to in the finals? Twice, I might add. Well, that leads me into the person that I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be up front. I'm going to be a little bit biased. Heck, I'm going to be a lot of bit biased. This is my second favorite player that's ever played the game. And that person is Tim Duncan. I feel Timmy D, as I like to call him, doesn't get the respect that he deserves. Now I'm going to state, for me, Tim's on that list. He's top 10. For me, that's not debatable. That's my opinion. He's top 10. I'd also like to point out that he's higher on that list than LeBron. Heck, I'd even like to state that Tim is higher on that list than Magic and Bird, and not taking anything away from those two, because they are definitely legends. But that being said, we've got to ask some questions. Or I'm going to just point out some things. Now, you've got to excuse me if I get, I'm going off of memory. But I want to point out a few things. Tim Duncan played for 17 years until he was 39 years old. And out of all 17 years, he's never missed a playoff appearance. Let that sink in. Tim Duncan has been to 6 NBA championships. And he is 5 of 6. Let that sink in. In the playoffs, Tim Duncan faced and defeated teams that consisted of the Lakers, which had 2 Hall of Famers. One being Kobe Bryant. And I might add, Kobe Bryant, who many would say is the closest thing that we're ever going to see to a Michael Jordan. Another being Shaquille O'Neal, who many would argue is the most dominant player that's ever played the game. He beat a Mavericks team in the playoffs, which consisted of a Hall of Famer Dirk Nowitzki. He's beat a young Steph Curry on the Warriors, who's, in my mind, is definitely a first-round ballot Hall of Famer. He's beat the Thunder, which consisted of another, in my opinion, first-round ballot Hall of Famer, Kevin Durant, a young James Harden, and a young Russell Westbrook, who could also be Hall of Famers. He's beaten a Phoenix Suns team that consisted of another Hall of Famer, Steve Nash, and another great player, Mari Stoudemire, I might add. He's beaten in the playoffs a Rockets team that has consisted of two Hall of Famers, Yao Ming and Tracy McGrady. So I'm just pointing these things out. As I stated, this is a forgotten legend. Well, that's all for today, guys. Thank you again for taking the time to listen to me. And as always, have a nice one.